Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say good evening to all Jamaicans, wherever you are in the diaspora. Just want to say welcome to the Lenny Robbins YouTube channel. Let's know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding. This is very important for us all going forward. Now, with our politics in high gear in terms of election and political parties vying to retain their reign and power, and the other one vying to take over power from the new country, from the existing government, as their slogan says, time come. I know it's not time come for people, it's time come for the PMP to be in power, which is a different thing. You understand? Because that slogan tells me it is time come for the PMP to take power, not for the people. Because as much as they want to tie that into a better government for people, that is only a promise on the campaign trail, Mr. Golin, and the PMP. It's not nothing real, it's not nothing live. We can't do that yet. So I just want to make sure that the PMP and people understand that all they're doing is promises. One moment, please, one moment. All they're doing making on the campaign trail is promise. But there's something here I want to share with you guys. One moment, please, one moment. There's something here I want to share with my audience, my viewers, as a matter of fact. Something I want to share with my audience. And the question pops out at is, the question or the issue jumps out at me. And I ask myself, I've been pondering over this issue for a couple of days now. Yeah. How is technology? How is our politics benefiting from technology? What are we using it to do? How are we using it to inform people? How are we using it to better educate people, to get to, help people to better understand the politics of the day? How effectively are we using that? And I did a little synopsis on YouTube and, got through some of the more prolific platforms than the YouTube. And what I see is something that have been talked about all along. We are not using, in general, let me say this, in general, the society is not really benefiting from technology in Jamaica. Politically. Voters are not benefiting. Yes, for sure, voters can see a political campaign or meeting taking place anywhere in the island right now, live. You can see it live. Other games, years gone by, when you have to wait and read it in the Gleaner or the news on television carries snippet or a part of the campaign speech or something that a political leader said or a political representative said. But the only way I see it benefiting people is just to bring things live to people, because still both political parties are doing nothing to educate and uplift people's understanding of politics. Nothing. Listen to the bloggers on television, on YouTube. 95% of the people who are out there are tearing down one party to build another. The opportunity, the technology is there for us to know to educate our nation. And why are we not using it also? You can use it while you're campaigning to educate the nation. Why are we not using it to do this? The nation is hungry for understanding. Because a lot of people who are running behind JLP blindly and running behind PMP blindly still does not understand politics. Still does not understand that when you vote, what you should expect to get from your leaders. And I want to say this to all Jamaicans because I'm happy to use this title. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding for each other. By watching and listening to what our politicians do, because it's important to ever watch them, so we can know what they do and what they don't do. We must watch our politicians. We must watch what they do. And this is the basis on which I came up with this. Because it's important not only to just tell people of your performance briefly, not in a substantive way or in a detailed way, but politicians out there telling what they achieve and what they achieve and all of these things. But what you need from your politicians, or what you should be giving to the people, I should say, should also be done in a way to help people better understand how to educate them to the politics of the day. Let people understand what is politics all about. And look at the campaign slogan of the JLP. Third term. Third term doing what? Educate me on your third term vision, or your third term mission and vision statement. PMP, time come. Time come for what? Educate the people and the time come for your vision, for your educate the people about your vision and your mission statement, why the time comes. That is not involved in all that is happening. All that is happening where you're in the PMP curse out the JLP and the JLP curse out the PMP. And which PMP man will never spend my money on all of these things? PMP people say, who will never spend my money? You can hear people talking about no PMP shall spend my money, no this, no that. That's all you're hearing. This is not something that we want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. What is our present day political leaders doing to help to better prepare future political leaders for governance? What are they doing? What have they put in place? What are they doing? Now we have the technology, we have everything. Now, here's the technology that just comes up to the world, AI, artificial intelligence. Now, is Jamaica preparing itself to embrace the artificial intelligence technology in a full way, in a wholesome way, I should say? Because that technology is going to impact the way we are doing. If we continue to do our politics, continue to practice this kind of politics that we are now practicing, AI is going to create dummies of a lot of our political leaders and put them out there saying things that they're not supposed to say, or they're not saying, or didn't really say. It is possible and it can happen. The technology is there. It's out there for us to use, and I heard nothing coming out of JLP or PMP about any real plan to embrace technology in a wholesome way. I don't hear that. Oh yeah, we're going to increase network this. We're going to put up technology for spy camera all over the place so we can see what is happening on our roads and all of these things. We're going to put up all of these things. Why? Why? We don't need these things. Well, I shouldn't say we don't need them. Yes, we need them, but in truth and in fact, this conversation is about how is technology helping our politics in Jamaica? How has politics benefited from technology? And if our politics benefit from the technology, then the people of the country must also be benefiting from the technology. I must be final users of that benefit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to be very, 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 we have to be very alert. Have to be very alert. We have to just listen. We cannot continue to support this politics blindly. There's too many vagaries that can throw us off right now. There's too many things to throw us off track. So politicians can do what they want without us even recognizing that we are being misled. These politicians won't be in power forever. There's going to be a next generation coming. And for some of us who are noticing, and those of us who don't care to notice or just don't notice, look what they're doing. It's not been done technologically. It's becoming a family business now. It's not becoming a matter of policy by law. It's not becoming a matter of policy by equal opportunity. It's not becoming a policy by a matter of a process given to all, open to all. What they're doing is putting in their own children now. This is as much as what they're doing to prepare the future leaders of our political system. Putting in their own family members, their children, their uncles, their aunts, and them little nieces and nephews coming up. For son and daughters and all of these things. And both sides of the fence is happening. Look how many of these political party members, JLP and PNP, have their sons and daughters in politics right now. And not to mention the many that is still in the wings, learning not to take over. These are not based on any policy or any construct that is giving an opportunity to everybody. No, to all Jamaica. Because I'm sure look at one man who up in the hills that St. Elizabeth or Manchester are doing look at farming and all of these things. Would I love him look at that when him look at that at UWR, one of them universities. I love to know so she can get a chance to go into politics too. But slowly but surely the present day politicians, all they're doing to prepare the next generation of leaders is by making sure they prepare their children to take over. We have to be smarter than this, ladies and gentlemen. And these are two matters that I'm going to dig into deeply. How is our politics benefiting from technology, or how the technology help our politics? Is technology helping our politics in Jamaica? And what are the current leaders, political leaders, doing to prepare future leaders of Jamaica, political leaders of Jamaica? These are two issues that we're really going to delve into, and I'm going to dig into it much deeper. And I'm going to say to you guys, you know what? Welcome to the Lenny Robbins YouTube show again. Know your politics. Let's come together to create a better understanding for each other by watching and listening to what our politicians do. I'm ever gonna say this. It's important to watch what they do. We must watch what they do. I can say a whole lot more, but time is of the essence, and I gotta reserve other aspect of this whole thing because I'm gonna do some research on it and get back to you guys on all of these things. And it because we need not just to look at the election. You see, the election and campaign thing are things now that is up in the air and it's running hot. The temperature that has turned up and everybody is anticipating the election is coming, so and so, so and so, so and so, so and so. You understand? And all of these things. But we're actually in August. You understand? We're actually in August. So the anticipation of a September election, I don't know. It's not impossible, but it wouldn't be honest, Mr. Andrew Wellness, if you call the election for September, even though you are right to do so. You have a right to call it. But then it's due in September, but you have a right to call it after September. But I don't think, based on where we are in the calendar, it would be honest enough for you to call it September. Because I think you're hyping up the campaign, doing your temperature check, and you're looking at your lead and how far out front you are. And I think this is the gauge that's been going down. And when it's favorable for you guys, I think you may just announce the election date within that time. That's my opinion. It may not be true, I may be right, I may be wrong. But if whatever it is, I stand to be corrected on it. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Robbins YouTube channel, over and out. Watch what they do, it's important. See you again. I'll continue this in another part. Thank you.